everybody, this is Cybertron John, and today we are going to be discussing the recently revealed new Transformers Haslab. And honestly, I am feeling kind of envious of those of you who are going to be able to back this and even afford this Haslab, because it is none other than Transformers Haslab Victory Liokaiser. So finally, those of you who, for whatever reason, did not pick up the Combiner Wars version just because you thought it was an inferior version of a Liokaiser, you can now have the chance to pick up this version that is so much better to the cartoon, the animation, and even comes with the chest animals. I mean, if you want to be very strictly to the original breast animals, because they were the breast force, but obviously for marketing reasons they must be now called the chest force, to avoid dodgy issues, which I don't think I need to explain. But we're going to do what I've usually done on this channel. We're going to take a look at the pre-order page. I'm going to break everything down in terms of the images, the tiers, and trust me, you are going to want to know what the tiers are, because some of these tiers are like, well, one of them is really cool. But yeah, if you would like to see more videos like this or anything else that I do on channels, such as 3D printing done by me, then please do like, comment, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's get to the pre-order page. Okay, so here I am on Hasbro Pulse UK, obviously using my phone, so it's a little bit dodgy in terms of quality, but you can see they got a nice proper timer here. That's kind of cool. I quite like that. And you've got the amount of backers here. I'm just going to refresh it so that we can see what we got here. What is that? That's almost 2,000. Almost 2,000 backers. So here you can see that a target to reach is, it requires 10,000 backers minimum in order to be fully backed. And you got this really cool picture here of Liokaiser. It's just so awesome looking. And then, unlike the previous two Haslabs that we've had, the previous Haslab, previous two, Deathsaurus and Omega Prime, you've got 3 tiers with this instead of 2. Now, for Omega Prime, I think he came with quite a lot from the get-go, so arguably, I think, 2 tiers was okay. But yeah, there you go, you've got, you got them all basically, marketed appropriately. Leozak, Gaiork, Kill Bison instead of Iron Bison, Drillhorn, Jaguar, I say Jaguar, and then there should be a H here, it reads Elbat, instead, it should be Hellbat, or, it could have been Fellbat like they did for the Combiner Wars, but yeah, basically, you got a bio here and stuff to do with the history of it, within Japanese lore and what they do, the fact that they work for Deathsaurus, and obviously this is on the UK, but you'll be able to participate in EU, the US, and I think Canada as well, wherever there is Hasbro Pulse warehouses. But yeah, so here we go. I'm going to look into 3 tiers now. So the first tier, where is it? Hang on. Yeah, the first tier, and I don't know why they don't have full images of this. So the first tier is Death Cobra. So for the first time ever, which is unprecedented in Haslab history, for Transformers that is, you're going to get another Transformer in a tier.
in one of the tiers, and this is Death Cobra, who replaced Hellbat in terms of being one of the combiners in like an episode or something like that. Again, I mean, I've paid attention to certain names and stuff like that, but I've not watched all of Transformers Victory. I've watched little bits here and there, but not all of it. And that is for 13,000 backers. The second tier, which is 16,000, is an electromagnetic nunchaku. So that is the appropriate weapon. That's a weapon that he has as his signature weapon in the cartoon, as well as his double barrel blaster. And for those of us who got the Combiner Wars Combiner, know that we didn't get that with the Combiner Wars version. We got a little Micron, Arms Micron figure called Ion Scythe. Yeah, didn't really turn into a nunchaku or anything like that. But yeah, it showed the nunchaku on the box art, so it was slightly misleading from the front box art. And then, as they usually do with these figures, they include display stands, and that will be 18,000 backers you need to get in order to get the display bases. And I don't know whether that's going to be display bases for... yeah, okay, so it does say here it will include 3 display bases, so not for all 6, but you'll have enough to basically, if you wanted to display some of your robot modes, and then you could display half in vehicle modes or whatever. And then, yeah, so story continues, Chest Force Combiner. So here you go, you can see some better images here. So I think this is of the one at the front. Here he is with his double barrel cannon. There he is, just standing quite nicely. And then here are the separate photos. And apologies for the exposure on my phone. It doesn't look as exposed on the computer monitor, but I will be leaving a link in the description below to the website where you can help support crowdfund this, so you can take a look at these images in your own time as well without my commentary. But yeah, there you go. You got Leozak, you got jet mode, you got his chest tiger animal, lion. It's a lion, not a tiger. Here is Skyhawk, got the robot mode there, the jet, and his hawk animal. Again, his Hellbat, jet, and then his bat animal, his Jaguar. Yep, there's his buggy mode, and then this is the Jaguar. Iron Bison, Kill Bison, I mean, sorry, I'm so used to the Combiner Wars one, but yeah, here we go, there, and then that is the tank mode, and that is the bull breast animal, and then here is Drill Horn, with his drill tank mode, robot mode, and his Rhino companion. And yeah, here we go, you can see better pictures here. So, yeah, until 10,000 backers have been unlocked, you're not going to be able to get Death Cobra here because, as you can see, status is currently locked. But turns into a chopper. And he actually has a place that can combine onto Liokaiser without actually having to become an arm. He can be like a rocket launcher for Liokaiser, apparently, supposedly. So that is kind of cool. I quite like that. It's a very interesting concept, actually. And then here is the magnetic nunchaku. You can have Leozak hold it, and then also you can have your Liokaiser hold it as well. And then again, here is the display stands, and you can have your Liokaiser displayed like that and stuff. And then here is the video. And I believe it's on YouTube as well through the Hasbro Pulse YouTube website. So you can watch that as well in your own time. I'll be leaving links to those in description below. But anyway, let's talk about the price of all of this, because yeah, that is where I'm like, woo, about this. So, where does it talk about the price in here? It's somewhere down here, isn't it? Yeah, so the price here in British pounds, you're basically paying for the 6 characters with the chest companions, pretty much all of this and nothing else, none of the 3 tiers. You're basically paying £300. That's, so I've rounded it by 1 pence, but that is £299.99. And in VAT, that will cost you about 350 in VAT. Yeah, so, I mean, for some of you who are gonna be probably selling your Combiner Wars, Liokaiser, you could probably recoup some of your money there for what you've spent, or use the money that you get from selling it to kind of contribute towards this. But yeah, I'm afraid that for me, this is quite a hefty, it's quite a hefty price tag to put on something, and so I will not be able to back this. Again, I love what they're doing here, because this is just such a lovely figure, and I totally support this in terms of wanting people to back this, and I want this to exist. But yeah, there you go.
So, some final thoughts for closing off what I've just showed. Again, I absolutely love... I kind of love this character in terms of like the combiner, the concept of the chest force type thing, and he is in a way the Transformers version of Voltron. But the price tag, for me, as I've said, it is just a little too pricey, and unfortunately, financially, for me, I'm not in a position where I am gonna be able to back this at all. And honestly, the Omega Prime was pretty pricey as well. I was lucky enough to actually be able to afford that, and yeah, I'll be happy to receive it and review it later this year. Hopefully around September. Yeah, not long after TF Nation. So I will leave all of the bits in the description below, as I've said, such as the Hasbro Pulse UK website page, where you can go and back this yourself, if you can afford to. And also I will leave in the link as well the official video for you to watch on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube website. But other than that, that is it from me. Yeah, I think it's really cool, and I like what they're doing as well with the tier system, bringing back the 3 tiers, because it kind of gives a bit more variety, I think, other than the 2, because it's like, what else are you gonna do other than weapons and display stand? So I quite like the fact that they've given the extra figure, and it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily need it to complete the combiner per se, but it's there as an add-on. But without a shadow of a doubt, I think probably the first tier is gonna be packed, but I'm not sure about the rest. But yeah, I definitely know that this will be backed, because it is, yeah, it's just nuts. It's absolutely crazy. That's it from me. This has been Cybertron John with the reveal and kind of discussion, I guess, more talking through what there is at the moment for the new Transformers Haslab crowdfunded Victory Liokaiser. Peace out.